Hey everyone, it's Mike with Monkey Fab. So, can you hear it? It's Uncle Rodney, I do believe. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. So, hey, hey, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. So, took out the Phoenix, the Mahonix, out to Cletus and Cars Saturday, so it's Monday now. I shot this video yesterday, but the sun was all bad, so we're doing it again. So Cletus and Cars, I met some people that follow the channel. That was really cool. Hang out, just shoot the crap, and didn't get to stay long because the wife was at something, and you guys know if you got family, you know. So whoa. So yeah, I got that done. Took the Phoenix out. It was like a 2-hour trip there, a 2-hour trip back. All on. We did it with the E. Had some tuning issues going on. I'll tell you about that. I'll tell you about that now. So rolling there, we put the auto tune on. There's something going on with the auto tune where it wouldn't tune under a certain throttle position deal. So it was like running lean in the cruising, real lean, like 15, 16, and then on the way back, I thought I had that sorted and put it in turn the ego control, but I gave authority like 15%, and it just like, it was horrible, dude. So it was like an hour and a half drive of just boom, boom. It was like, you could tell there was something going on where it was the frequency and the adjustment, and it was just pulsating. So the whole way, it was just like horrible. Overfilled the transmission, dumped that on the header, came to a stop, and it did the old smoky thing. Like I thought I lost a ringland, almost that bad, and but it was just actually transmission fluid on the header. And then we had some issues with the tire clearance. Let me see if I can show you this. I went over a railroad track pretty like Dukes of the Hazzard style, and just trashed this tire. Can you see? Let's see. I can't. Yeah. So yep. Totally screwed a brand new pair of Mickeys. The other side's not as bad. Yeah, it's just got some little flakies here, you can see. Maybe, yeah. So it didn't really hit that bad. So the truth be known, this axle is probably a 1/16 or an 1/8 of an inch offset. I just didn't nail it when I got it together. Got close, but you know, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. I got this cool Texas flag 1320 video sticker to go on the old Pahonix, the old shitbird, and that's good. So yeah, I did some roll racing. Some other funny shit happened. Let's see, that's all good. So some other funny stuff happened. I had the hood popped, and I think his name's Rob. If I mess up your name, man, I'm so sorry. I'm so bad with names. But we're all hanging out, and there's one of the guys that follows the channels. He's been following the build, and he's from here in Houston area. That's pretty cool. And they got a truck and a Vega. His friend has a Vega that they put together, and cool stuff. So I'm interested in seeing what they're up to. You guys hit me up on the Facebook, because it's easier to kind of follow and correspond there. But I'm showing him the engine and doing a little revy rev, and he goes, bro, is there a reason you don't have any bolts in your alternator? I totally forgot these bolts for the alternator. Let me see, here and here, the ones that lock these in. But this thing was like in there. I've been running it for like probably 2 weeks, hard too, like getting on it. And like I said, I did a little bit of roll racing with some guys, only up to the speed limit, of course, but it was fun. These guys, a little bit too short. So originally I did all my math based off of 28 inches tall tires, because that's the 275 60 15s. That footprint gives a 28 inch tall, and everything was done for that. And these guys are like 25 inches on the freeway at about 65 70 miles an hour. It's like 28 3,000 RPM, a little more than I'd like to see. So I think the 28s will sort that out, and I'm working that in my mind, like what's going on. It's nothing, you know. I usually only drive to the post office, the gym, and home. So I mean, it never really sees that speed. So it's nothing that I'm in a terrible rush about or anything that's pressing to me. What's bad though is the car was supposed to go to the dyno, and I'm gonna have to contact those guys because you guys, that knock that I've been trying to ignore, to me it sounds louder. So I hate to just ruin a good engine. I mean, it's a nice aluminum 5.3, and maybe that's what it was pulled for in the first place. I thought maybe it was a lifter. It was the DOD on demand, so I thought maybe it was, you know, usually the lifters go shitty on those, so that's what I just assumed. But you know, when you assume, things happen. So I think what I'm going to do is yank this guy out. Which shouldn't be too bad. You know, everything I did, we did the mock-up, we did the final assembly, so this is how everything lives, and nothing here is really that bad. I'm, you know, I'm at the point where I'm intimate with the car and I know how to get everything in and out pretty easily. So so I'm not too worried. The question then is what do I do with this guy here? I have a 6.0 that I've already machined. Like, I got the block, it's machined. I have Wiseco pistons and Molinar rods and, you know, all the good stuff to go inside it. And that could replace this guy, a better camshaft, etc. But I really wanted to kind of see what this guy would do. So I'm on the fence about what to do with this guy. You know, maybe you guys want to chime in and you know, spit some of what you guys think. So I don't know. I might take this guy out, flip it over, pull the bottom end apart, check out the rod bearings, and it sounds like it's the way it has it in the rotation, the harmonics of it, and what it's doing. It seems like it would probably be one of the rod bearings and towards the rear. So anyway, in my mind, that's what I'm thinking. Who knows? So I'm thinking we might. That guy. So I'm thinking we'll probably yank this guy out and blow it apart, take a look at the bearings, see what they look like. I'm pretty sure there might be a problem there. And then what to do, I don't know. I mean, do I get a new crankshaft, smash that in? I have some extra 4th gen rods. Do I just buy all new rods and throw those in there, or do I just replace the bearing, take the crank to the crankshaft guy, build the 6-liter? I have all the parts for that. Throw it in with the heads off of this guy to see how it does, because those heads work with the intake. Or I could use, I have some CNC ported LS3 LS3 heads that I could put on, but then I got to find an intake, and I'll probably have to remake the upper intake and revise the fuel system a little bit. So there's like all these things going on, and I'm not really sure what to do just yet, but I figure a good starting point will be to get it in the shop, take everything off of it once again. Oh yeah, man, I want to brag a little bit. So I didn't make videos this weekend because, you know, when the engine's blown, then you feel bad and you wallow around in self-pity. So I self-pitied a little bit, but while self-pitying, man, check this out. I cleaned the garage. You never look at this, huh? Usually my garage is not this spiffy, and it is some work to get all this fabrication dust, because usually everything looks like, I'll show you back here, it's kind of gross, but everything's dark and dismal. That's just all metal shavings and turned into dust. I need to get this back corner and pull all that shit out, go through the metal, reorganize that, and put things back. But yeah, we got all the shelves cleaned out and everything, so so that's cool. We got the shop cleaned out. I still need to do that corner, but light in the background. We'll use the GLS Fab. You guys go try those GLS Fab TIG cups. They are amazing. So yeah, we got do this corner, and then we'll have to go in the back shop. The back shop's a disaster still, but it's all right. We're getting there. So anyway, don't want to ramble on. Want to show you I cleaned. A lot of you people bitch like, Mike, your shop's a mess. It is, but it isn't. I mean, it's like by tomorrow I'll probably have black dust everywhere again, because that's what we do in the shop, is I cut and grind metal, and it just kind of has a tendency to get everywhere. However, it's like you know, it's a small it's, I know it's a big space for some people, and trust me, I started off with nothing, and I got to my first garage and had a, you know, in a series of bigger garages, to where each time you walk into the garage you think to yourself, oh my god, this garage is so huge, man, I'll never, this will be perfect, I'll never be able to fill it up. And I remember I bought this is a shop, I want to say it's 24 by 34, maybe something like that. And I walked into it, and of course I thought, man, this shop is so big, I'll never fill it up. And boom, it's already full. That's just the way it goes. I mean, I could double the shop and I'd probably fill it up. Anyway, rambling. So I just want to give you guys an update and let you know what's going on. Uncle Rodney came, visited, and we got to spend some time with him, because when he comes, he demands attention or things get really bad. So anyway, thanks for dropping by, checking out the channel. I hope you appreciate the update, even though it's kind of short and eclectic and not a lot of action. But we'll hopefully tonight have that guy in here and start ripping stuff apart again, making a mess in my new clean garage, which is newly. Anyway, I appreciate you guys stopping in, checking out the update, and maybe tonight we'll get that guy in there and start ripping everything out and figuring out what we gotta do. So until next time, this is Mike from Monkey Fab signing out.